Hey,
Hello.
hello. What's going on?
Hello. How are you
Woo.
guys
All right.
doing?
I am
Oh
cracking
man.
up inside. I am busting up. Oh my God,
Why?
we are back.
You're back. Good
Well,
evening.
y'all know what I'm gonna say. I
Yes.
guess the gang is all here. How y'all doing?
How you doing? The gang is
How
out
you
here.
doing?
Okay. I
Can
see
we get it?
y'all. See y'all.
Can we get a little? Can we get a little dance? I mean, can we
Oh,
get a little
what?
dance?
What do we say? We got
Can,
a little Thursday night shimmy.
can we get a little shimmy?
Shimmy for you. Y'all know I like to chair dance anyway. That ain't nothing.
Listen, that's
I'll
your
cut up on
thing. That's
you.
your thing. That's your
Yes, it
thing. You know,
is.
you like for us to shimmy, come in here, and like give
Right.
you a little dance.
Oh,
Look.
we about
That's
to make a little change here. Okay.
Oh,
oh.
We're about to make some change up in
If
this
chair
thing.
dancing was a profession,
listen.
I would be a professional. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes,
I just
listen. I am
that
so
and a two
happy
step.
that we are back. Oh my God, it's
Yes.
so good to see our faces here
Yes.
live and together. I know we see each other, we've seen each other in person and things like that, but to be
Absolutely.
here back again with TMR LA Live, it feels so good. What the heck were we doing? What have
I
we
don't
been doing?
know. You know what? I have no
Yeah.
idea. I have to say that, you know, being able to be out in the streets and
Yeah.
being in public spaces, it's refreshing. But
Hmm.
this feels like home. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't
I
it
miss
feel
y'all
like
so very
home?
much. Yes, yes,
And
yes. This was
and
the
for
best part of
myself,
the pandemic for me. Yes, yes.
I took on a little night job. So I supposed to went to Moreno Valley for a little family emergency, but I changed my mind. So if my boss is watching, Rachel, Marina made me do
Oh,
Well, I'm the other boss, so I mean, no, I'm just like, I'm just like, I'm just like, he'll be there, he'll be there,
I'll be on my way, baby. I'll be on my way.
he'll be on his way, he'll be on his way. But
absolutely, absolutely. Well,
But
in
I
the
had to see
spirit
you
of
guys. I had the chance to get here. I wouldn't miss this for the world. So I just love you. I just love everybody. You feel me?
absolutely,
It's
we
a
love
here
you
that
too.
absolutely.
I
God
don't think
allowed us to
this.
see.
I don't think I was telling Brittany. I don't think the show will have its dynamic without having Sam on the show
Yes.
because
Oh, we
I
were
mean,
definitely
you just
talking about that.
complete. You
And
just
as you guys
complete it.
already know, for the world out there, I used to go by Sam P. But I said,
Okay,
Yes.
so
okay,
it was like we
okay,
like your name, Sam People, so you should start using that. So from this
okay,
one, we'll be going by Sam
We're
Peoples.
going
okay.
official.
People,
Official.
Okay, we're
PLPS.
going official.
I love
Sam,
it.
we're going by
Yes.
Sam Peoples.
I didn't hear you say it again.
We're going
We're
by
going
Sam
by Sam
Peoples.
Peoples.
Sam Peoples. SAM dash PEOPLE. I was about to say something else, but S.
My goodness. Well, in the spirit of officially welcoming us all back in, and getting our names right for this season, I would like to welcome you all to the first premiere episode of our season 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is season
Yay!
one. I am your host, Brittany Nicholas. You can call me Britt. We have Marina, Boss Lady, over to my left,
That be her.
and Sam Peoples, new and improved
Yes,
New
gentleman
and
ma'am.
of
approved.
At the bottom,
Sam
baby.
Peoples. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Tonight is going to be a little easy breezy. We don't have a lot of regimented things going on. We're going to take this nice and slow and kind of get you all back into the groove of things. We've been off for a whole 2 years,
Has
almost
it
two
been
years.
2 years?
It's
It
been
was
two
going to be
years.
2. Yeah, it was going to be 2 if we didn't do it this year. So we came back right on time.
Yes, we
We
did.
are we got a lot to talk about this season. There's so much going on.
So
So
much.
I am very excited for not only the industry in its entirety, that is the film industry, but for each of us and for myself individually, there's a lot going on, and I'm very excited to be able to share that all with you for
Yes.
this season. So,
Yeah.
kind of sort of want to segue into some of the things that you all have either missed or enjoyed
Yes,
from season one. Let's kind of
yes.
like chop it up a little bit.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So what have you been up to individually since we ended season one? Because we did end season one with a pretty awesome show.
Yes.
But you know, our lives did
Season
go on
finale.
outside of
Right.
that. So what have y'all been up to?
Well, like I stated, I'll go. Did you want to go first? You want me to go first?
No, go, go, go.
Well, as I stated, I took on 2 jobs, trying to get some little extra money flowing through California because everything in California is just high. It's just
Right.
Right.
it's
Yes.
so
Everything is
high.
fine.
It's just so high right now. My nose is bleeding daily. So it's just blood pressure high. Everything is just high.
Everything is too high.
Yeah. So I moved into a new home in Inglewood. So I'm
Woo-hoo.
preparing for that, getting that ready to
Sick.
officially move in tomorrow and Saturday. So that's why this little background is behind me, y'all. This is not my real home yet. So
Yes. Oh,
that is the
yeah,
future
hallelujah.
home though. Right.
yeah,
Because I was definitely like, oh, look at that.
it's,
All right.
Right.
it's on
Let's
its
put it.
Even
way.
though it's
Yes.
clearly in the daytime.
Yes.
Right. And it's on its way. He
It's on its
promised us
way.
all something. But anyways, I did move into a new home, which I will be officially moving into tomorrow and Saturday. So our next show, I'll be up and running in my new home with the lights, camera, and action. So that's about it. My son graduated high school last year
Woo-hoo.
Yes. Congrats.
since
Congrats.
we ended the show, and he's doing
Fantastic.
college now. So I still look 24. So when y'all see us together, people be like,
Oh
"That's
my
your
God.
brother?"
Well, toot my own horn. Why don't you?
Right, right. Just had to slide that in. Just slid
Yeah, he
that
had to
on in there.
slide that
I
in. He had
look
to slide
24,
that in.
so
Hey,
if you
low key,
didn't know,
he
I
hates that too. He be like, either you look young or I look old. So ain't adding up. So he like, I hate when people do that. I hate people do that. So now
Well,
absolutely.
we
that's
That's
watching.
good. That's
We
good.
watching Bucket. Was
Um,
yeah.
you know,
I know people got
it's
little
the
businesses
same
going
old,
on and
same
stuff.
old, you know. No, we just did a little traveling while we
Mhm.
were off. We went to Costa Rica, and now I'm like really a plant mom. If you can see behind me, all my
I
little
am loving
babies
it.
are behind me.
I love
I
that.
wouldn't
Yes.
introduce you to them, but that we can do that on the next go round. Also, let's see. Michael and I, we started a charcuterie business, and
Wow.
now we're doing that, and it's called Tasty Box. If you love charcuteries, then you can find us at tastybox_charcuterie. And I also started doing handmade or hand wrapped locks. And
Yes,
so I'm
ma'am.
just
Wow.
being
Beautiful.
creative all the way around. That is just my zhuzh.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
I get,
Love it.
I get
Well, that's the job
into,
that God
We
is
don't
on.
call you
Man.
boss lady for nothing.
I just want to make sure I am using my creative talent. I said this year that I'm not going to let anything pass me by. And without utilizing all of my gifts and talents, then there's no excuse for
Right.
anything to pass me by or pass me up. And so I just want to make sure that my hands are in everything that I love to do. Just put it like that.
I
So
thought you was on churchy. My hands
Absolutely.
in a gospel plow. And I would take nothing for my journey now. I was like, well, go ahead.
we are churchy
Okay.
kids, so we can't. I mean, not kids, but we come from the church, so we can't
Yes.
help it. But yes, that's what's been up. What about you, Britt?
Yes, Brit, what's going on?
Well, I like to consider myself a busybody. So, as you all know, I'm always doing something, of course, right? So,
Yes,
there's things around the house. I
always.
don't know if you can kind of tell. Uh, there's a new location. Last year, my corner in my room that was
Yes, I
overlooking the
remember.
hallway.
Yes,
I've officially moved, and I now have an official office space that slash studio, very luscious and a roomy garage here now. So this hopefully won't be the permanent
Yes.
view. I don't want y'all looking at the back
Yes.
of
I
my
know.
car forever.
You know
But
what? I
it's
saw
more roomy,
the picture.
guys. I can actually stretch
It's
out and
more
lean back
room.
now. It's more roomy.
Wonderful. I thought you
I
had
love it.
So
I
that,
love
back,
it.
yeah,
background
yeah,
action going on.
I know, right, right.
Yeah, it
You
does.
know,
It looks
I'm
like
on
a
the showroom
background.
floor at the Cadillac dealership. No, I'm not. But so there's a lot of improvements going on. I am DYing my behind off. Okay,
As you should.
I am skill building, as a lot of you know. If I've ever been on set with you, you can ask me a question, and I'll more than likely um, pull out my handy dandy phone and be like, and be able to assist in that way. So I am always looking to improve myself to be able to be a benefit and a asset to anybody and everybody who may need my assistance. So
That's right.
that's one thing that I've been doing. Another, I've officially went back to my 9 to 5 per
Okay.
se. It's
Okay.
part time, full time, 9 to 5, and that is going well. Before the pandemic, I had moved up into a sub management position, and as of
Nice.
January, I am now in the mode or position to become full-time management. So fingers crossed.
Nice.
I have to do,
Congratulations.
thank you. I'm very excited. There's a couple of things I have to do before it becomes official, but from those who are above me, I've gotten nothing but accolades and attaboys and the encouragement to do what I have to do to move up in the company, and so I'm very excited about that. um,
Hey.
and as we are all here, we have a extreme passion and love for filmmaking,
Yes.
creativity, and the film industry in its entirety. And so
Yeah.
from that aspect of where I've been up to, I just completed not too long ago, actually end of 22, with one of my really good friends, my best friend really. We completed a short film. I don't want to give too much away,
Yes.
because I do want there to be some mystery
Some.
and some
Yes.
surprise and some
Yes.
intrigue. But we completed a short film. I'll tell you who it is, Rufino Romero, which we'll talk about him a little later
Yes,
on the
we
show. Hey,
will.
Rufino, if you're watching, I hope
Hi,
you are. You
Rufino.
better be watching. If you're not, it's okay. I understand.
He's a
but
busy
uh,
man.
Rufino and I, he executive produced. He actually asked me to come on as a
Nice.
associate
Yeah.
producer, and I also production coordinated, production managed the short film as well. So there's a lot going on, and then there's a little special thing I'm working on, even further behind the scenes, that is a
Yes.
part of the actual production. Marina,
Mhm.
you and I talked about this not too long ago.
Yes. Yes.
um, but there's some really cool things in the works for me personally, and hopefully it'll be able to play out in this production moving forward. So I've been keeping busy, y'all. I'm the
That's
lady of
great.
many hats. I can't put not a single hat on this head, this peanut I call my head, but
Yeah.
I wear many
Well,
hats,
like they say,
metaphorically.
out of mind is
Speaking
the
of
devil's
peanuts,
workshop,
I
so
have
you
some
got to
peanuts
stay
right here.
busy.
What you say, Sam Peoples?
And you know what the older folks say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop, so we got to stay
Right,
busy.
right.
Absolutely.
Devil has
So,
no
Absolutely.
place here, so I stay
hey,
very
Yes.
busy. Okay, okay. So I think for that portion of it, I feel like, is there anything else I want to share? Because I feel like we've caught up, right? We've
yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
think,
definitely
I think
caught
we're
all the
caught
way
up.
up.
yeah,
I do want to encourage. I see there's a couple people in the chat. I appreciate you all being on with us. Thank you for joining. If you have some questions for us, if you want to inquire about what we're doing specifically, or just anything at all, drop it in the chat, and we will get to it. We want to see your participation. I will encourage that a little later,
Yes.
but definitely participate, because we see you
yeah.
Yes.
there. unless our streaming app is lying to us, just to make us
Just
feel
say
better.
hi.
But at least say hello, check in, let us know where you're streaming from. We appreciate you being here regardless. If you don't feel like saying hey at all, but we do recognize that you're here and we do appreciate you. All right,
Yes,
But
so
appreciate the
let me
love.
say one thing. I
yes,
To the
yes.
people that are here and to the people that may come on just a little bit later, I
Mhm.
have been DMing you. I will continue to DM you to let you know that we're going to be on every other Thursday. So just prepare yourself for me.
Yes.
Thank you.
And me, and me
Just
too.
know I'm gonna bug you. That was what that was. I'm going to be on your phone every day. Be
Yes,
ready, prepared. Don't
thanks.
say nothing. Just thank you and
And just
Thank
come
you
spread
into
the
again.
word.
and
Just
spread the
share. You
word.
can share. You can share us. You can like and you can comment. Let me get that out the way right now. And you can subscribe on YouTube. And we're going to mention
Yes,
that again. Okay, Britt, go
And
ahead.
follow us
absolutely,
on
absolutely.
Instagram, Facebook, and all the above. Just go ahead and
Yes,
just knock yourself out
go
for
ahead,
us.
Britt.
For sure. So, just really quickly, I want to take a moment to address what month we're in. Y'all
Oh,
know,
I mean,
I mean, we can't.
I mean,
I just want to say it. Happy Black History Month, y'all. Happy Black History Month. Happy Black History
yeah.
Month. You
It's
Happy
know,
our
Black
month.
History
I had to
Month,
do it.
y'all.
Happy Black
Whitney
History
said we
Month.
need a longer month.
We need a longer month. It's too much. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why. I'll take my 28 days and 29 on a leap year, but we do need a longer month.
We need a
Okay,
longer
that's
month.
Yes,
Yes.
just how it needs to be.
yes,
But I did want to say that I love being black. Black,
Yes,
I
me
black,
do.
too.
black, black,
I
black,
really,
black, black. I love
I
being
love
black.
it.
All
I
right.
love being
No
black
place I would rather be within in this melon right here.
Yeah,
in this
absolutely,
skin.
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely. And
yes,
so,
We call it melon.
tonight's
yes,
episode, of course, we are going to get into a lot of conversation about a lot of different things, and specifically the return
Yes.
of the
yes,
Monologue Room live video podcast. But our industry is a gasp with a lot of stuff going on, specifically around casts that are either heavily black or all black. And so we got a lot to talk about. There's a
yes,
lot of
we do.
things going on in
Amen.
just the world. And to keep the levity, to keep it light, to keep it fun, we'll focus on the positive things. And so, if you would, let's kind of get into it. All right.
Okay,
So,
let's get into it.
so as you all know, we have to look forward to for this season, right? So,
Yes.
Yes,
one of the things that we had talked about, we wanted to make sure we did was bring back some things from last season. And I just
yes.
want to ask you, what are some of the things that you all enjoyed the most from last season that you really want us to bring back?
Well, of course, for me, it's the games. I mean,
Okay.
I love to know the behind the scenes and how the process the process of getting into the industry or Hollywood or whatever you call it is different for
Yes.
everybody. So of course I do love that. I love to hear people's natural story. I want to know. But it is the games for me. Okay. it is
Okay.
the
Okay.
it is the lyric monologues when you have to figure out it's a song, but you turn it into a
Yes.
monologue. I
Yes.
absolutely enjoy that. I posted
Okay.
Kier's video of one of the games that we did,
Yes.
and you were
Yes.
I think that was what is that? What's that game, Brittany? Finish
That
that
one is
monologue.
name that monologue. Name that
Name that
monologue.
monologue. Yes, and Kier. I mean, you said three words, and Kier was like, he knew
He was
exactly
done.
what it was.
He was in there. He really
Yes.
He knew
was.
exactly what it was.
That is
So, so the
yes.
games for me, it's the game.
Well, for
Okay.
me,
Okay.
um, it wouldn't be the games wouldn't be fun without guests. So I love
Yes,
the
Ah, you
interaction
said
with
it
the
right out of
I
guests
my
love
and
mouth.
that.
the interviews and
Absolutely.
just meeting new people and letting the world see where other people started and where they what they're doing in their lives and things like that. So for me, it would be guests. I love
Yeah,
that interaction, and
I
I
love
Oh
can't
it.
wait for
man.
us to start.
So I got, we have to shout out at least all of the guests. No, but just
Yeah,
the main few folks that really came in and stood out. And for me, if I could say, or if I could give this woman accolades as much as I could physically all the time,
Mhm.
yeah.
it would be Rhonda Mormon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
Yes.
it would be Rhonda Mormon. I mean,
Yes.
just her presence, her spirit, her
Yes.
tenacity,
I agree.
her willingness to be open and vulnerable and share,
yeah,
uh, you know, everything about her makes me want to be better. And
Yes.
when
yeah,
she interviewed, she really laid it out. She laid out a framework and a groundwork that touched me in a way that I didn't really know when I was with her, on set, because Rhonda is very talented and she's
she's
very
she's talented.
intuitive
Yeah,
acting, and you
yeah,
feel that as a viewer from an actress's point of view, like a performer being viewed by an audience, right?
yes,
But just her spirit, it was amazing. And so, Sam, you are absolutely correct. I think,
yeah.
we have a great list of
Great list. You guys did
guests coming up
marvelous
this
job.
year, but the thing about it for me is we're bringing them on for the viewers, but
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm kind of excited. What am I gonna get out of it?
Thank you.
If
No,
yes,
and
I
that's
can
what
be
it's
completely
about.
honest.
yes.
And
Right,
we
right,
And you
and
know
we didn't
what? I,
interview no one that didn't touch our heart, didn't touch our soul. It wasn't like we just picked any random person
I
right.
out.
was
Hey, you come
I
on
was
here.
just about to say that. I
I,
was just about to say that because I was watching Rhonda's interview. I think that was the last interview I posted, and
Hmm.
it just touched me. It's a blessing because first of all, we are allowing our people, our melanated people that are in the industry to come here and to tell their story and tell
That's right.
their how and their
right.
process and what is
Yes.
going on with them, and also incorporating their life with Christ. Because
Yes.
most
Hmm.
of our guests that have come on, and you always hear in Hollywood that, people shy away from, religion and
It's,
those things. But most
yes.
of our guests that come on, we end up talking about God,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
that's just how it is. This is a safe place for
it is a safe
everyone, but
place
this
for
is a safe
everyone,
place
but no,
for
you will get
everyone
the
to
word
come
of
on.
God. I hope
Yes,
that's okay. I hope that's okay. If we're
Yes.
yes,
positive and we're not being detracted, taking away from what you believe and how you feel,
of
and we're
course
just
not.
trying to pour into you. I hope that's all right. I hope you don't mind just a
Yes.
little bit of God every once in a while. Okay, that's all I got to
Yeah,
say. And I
Hey,
love
I
the fact
need
that
just a little more Jesus.
yeah.
just a
And
little bit.
Rhonda said it in her interview, and I want to say this, and we can move on. But yes, it is a guess for me too. But
Yeah.
Rhonda said that she tried it so many ways,
Hmm.
but the best way is God's way, and
God's
that
way.
just it
Yes.
touches me. So everything that I try and do, even with Brown Girl Productions, is just opening up a space for us to come
Right.
and have a safe place and just tell our stories.
Absolutely.
Well, you know
Absolutely.
what? That's a good little slogan. I don't know if she already had that copywritten or whatever, but the best way is God's way. I'm gonna put that on a
Right.
shirt so you can sell.
Rhonda,
Yeah,
if you're listening, go ahead and copyright that right away.
Right?
yes,
Got people
yes,
clamoring
she
Because
for
it
did.
is
it.
the best
For
way.
sure.
And
If
that's
mhm,
how life is going forward in my home.
Yeah,
If you put God first in any and everything that you do, it's gonna work out. Even if
right.
put it in the bad, that bad is
yes,
gonna turn to good because God is in it. So the best way is
Absolutely.
God's way. Yeah.
yes,
Yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am.
indeed.
Well, if I can say one thing that I am excited and hopeful that will roll over. It's a twofold. It's a twofer. Is our camaraderie, our love
Mhm.
for each other, our excitement to see each
Oh
other
yeah.
at least twice, share our insight and our ideas, and even some things that we don't like in terms
Yeah.
of what's been happening in the world around us. And the other thing is the fashions. Okay, can we get into the looks tonight? I mean, I'm loving the collar. Collar gang is
Well,
gonna come back. It's gonna make a comeback. TMR
well,
collar gang is
guys,
actually
as you
come
already
back.
know, I'm actually moving, so everything is packed up. So I don't
Right.
have my little attire that I should be, but I will be ready next show.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Trust and
okay.
believe.
That's okay. You
Yes.
look fantastic.
Right. Got the
You
little
look
And
good.
hair
Miss
on,
Boss
hair on
Lady,
right.
Boss Lady right here. She's rocking the classic. Well, that's the new TMR LA tee. And I'm rocking the classic. I'm rocking the throwback
Yes.
Thursday with a
You're
little
rocking the
special black
classic.
trim on. All right.
That I
So,
love it.
I gotta say, if there's nothing we don't do and don't do well, I'm gonna lean all of this on you, Marina, and come with the fashions.
Right.
Marina comes with the fashions for all three of us, okay? Because I'm not doing nothing.
Right.
Oh,
Dressing
thank
us
you.
up. Hair on fleek, face on fleek,
Always,
everything
Anita.
on
always. Like just hide behind Marina every once in a while. She
Y'all
got us
stop.
covered.
Stop.
She got us
Stop.
covered.
Stop.
But
Stop it.
we
Yes.
cannot forget about the man behind the scenes who
Oh,
runs
we
everything,
cannot.
Yes.
everybody. He
Absolutely cannot.
can't
Let me
we
tell you how my setup is over here. Before he left, he was like, boom, lights here, lights there, monitor
can't forget
here,
about him.
camera here.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I love it.
Michael Kidd.
I
Mr.
Yes,
love it.
Michael Kidd.
Mr.
Mr.
Boss
PP,
Man
Mr.
himself,
Kid, the man with the
Mr.
briefcase,
Bossman.
Mr.
Yes.
K,
wherever you are. Thank
K
you,
to the I
sir.
to the D to the D.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
He's somewhere watching. Trust him.
I
He's
know, I
somewhere
know,
watching.
He's
I know.
somewhere
He's
Like
taking
hiding
last
out.
night. Like
he's
last night.
taking
Anyway.
notes.
Yes.
We're gonna have a debrief.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a plot and a plan and a chart.
We're going to take a 5 minute break. We'll be right
We
back.
might even end up in a boot camp. I don't know
Right.
I don't know. I just know it's gonna get fixed, whatever the problem is.
However it is. Mr.
However
Kidd,
it
we
See,
love
is.
I
you.
told you.
We love
I
you.
told you he watching. See, y'all see
Is he
that?
watching?
Yeah.
He's watching. Oh, there
He
it
said,
is.
shut
There it
up.
is. Yeah.
Oh my God. I knew he was
He said,
somewhere.
we see you now. We see you. All right.
All right, let's
Well,
move on, guys.
All right, y'all.
absolutely. So, you know, with all of the really great things that we had going on last season, there are a few things that we wanted to make new and improved season two, right?
Yes.
So, the games are going to be fantastic. We got a new crew, a new guest list that's going to be popping off, and we'll talk about that in a second. Um, but one of the things that you mentioned, Marina, I want to piggyback off what you said was the games, right? Eh, eh, I love the game so much
Yeah.
because you kind of I'm a big kid, right? I'm a big kid
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
heart, and
Yeah.
I like to have fun. It's my Leo side about coming out,
Yes.
and I was very nervous about having these professionals, these grown adults come on and play anything, right?
Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
music, kazoo, but
Yeah.
let alone a game I made up
Right.
for them to play live on the spot with no rehearsal. And I was
Yes.
not only appreciative, but I was taken aback at not only how committed and how interested they were, but how well they did. Oh my
They did
goodness.
well. They did
Absolutely.
really well. And you know
Yes.
what I loved about it, and we can move on and show, but I love that, like you said, for
Mhm.
grown adults to come on and
Yeah.
want to play the game. That shows how open they were and how vulnerable they were, because a
Yeah.
lot of people, they don't like to play games, they don't like to be embarrassed, and
Right.
so they came on with no hesitations whatsoever and was
None.
willing and ready to play. I was
Yeah.
happy about
Yes,
that. Yeah.
because
Yeah, absolutely.
it's the love in the room, and when you have people who shows love, who gives love, and don't have a problem receiving love, why
Hmm.
Yes.
not come on board? If we was on here all yeah with our nose turned up, then it'd be something
Right.
totally different.
You're
We
right.
are lovable people,
Right.
so
Right.
people
You're
are
right.
attracted to that. Yeah,
You're
so
right.
you
Oh,
know,
we're welcoming.
yes, love
Absolutely.
feels
And
love.
so and so
You know,
for the guests who are going to be coming on this season, be prepared.
Yes, be
Uh,
prepared.
you've got some examples of some of the games. Once again, are name that monologue, complete that monologue, and musical monologue challenge, which was fantastic.
that's like
Shout
Yes.
out to Denora Walcott from episode
Yes.
2. She killed that.
She
So
killed
y'all
that.
got, and so did Sam, our other
Samson.
Sam,
Mhm.
Samson McCormick,
Samson.
the
Samson.
Oh,
comedian.
he came
Samson
on
killed
and
that.
his as well. So I mean, you
Yes.
got some competition, but I just we've all decided that this season we would add some levity to the
Yes.
bar y'all gotta cross with those other three. We're going to be adding monologue trivia, movie trivia, and a scene study, which will be a
Yes.
visual game, and then I kind of changed the name based on Rhonda's game we played with her, and it's called One Word, One Take Monologue Challenge.
Yes.
So that's going to be added to the list. And so to give you an example of what we got going on, check this out. All right. So this is not only for our guests, we want to encourage all of you who are viewing to participate. So we want to make it easy and fun for you to just submit in the chat what you think the answers to these questions are. So if we're going to go with some movie trivia, um, first question would be, what was the first feature length animated movie ever released? All right, is it A, Dumbo, B, Fantasia, C, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, or D, none of the above? If you're watching, if you're interested, go ahead and drop the answer in the chat, and I'll go
So can
ahead and
we?
let you know. It
So can we
is.
too?
Say
Before you
what?
do that, so can we
Ah,
choose? Oh,
No, we
yeah,
can't. No, we can't.
oh,
we can't. I mean, you could.
because since we're
If
the
you didn't
only
know the
guests
answer.
on right now,
It's
it'll be fun.
Dumbo.
No, I would say C, Snow White and the Seven Doors.
Snow White.
Yes, you're correct. Snow White and the
It's
Seven
Snow
Dwarfs.
White.
Yes,
Woohoo!
1937. 1937.
Wow.
Very first animated film,
1937.
feature-length film ever released. Yes, yes,
Ooh, I was only
absolutely.
4 years old.
Right.
My my
You
grandmother
were
was
only
born in
wait a minute.
1937.
Did you hear what
Wow.
Sam
I
said?
just turned 4.
That's why he's
Wow.
only 24 now, ladies and
Right.
gentlemen. Okay.
Look at I just turned 4.
All right. I got one more for you. I got one more for you. All right.
Okay, let's go.
So here's another one. Quincy's father from Love and Basketball played which NBA team? The New York Knicks, the Los Angeles Clippers, Chicago Bulls, or the Los Angeles Lakers. All right. You got a couple seconds if you want to answer in the chat. Go right ahead. But Sam and Marina, what do you say? Do you have any idea? Are you a Love and Basketball stan or not?
I watched this movie 1,000 times when I cannot
Look,
remember.
I am
I
judging
would
you right
say
now. I
I
am
would say
judging you.
C.
listen. Love and Basketball is not my favorite. If you would have said Love Jones or something like that, I would have
Oh
picked
Yeah,
up with Love
boy.
I
Jones.
would say uh
Well, I know Quincy played for the Lakers. So I don't know
Okay.
if his dad played for the Lakers. I really want to say that his dad played for a different team than the Lakers.
I would say Chicago Bulls, but I don't remember. I
Ooh,
never paid attention to that.
Okay, Brittany,
Well,
we don't know.
oh, okay. Well, we do have one. We have an answer in the chat.
Oh,
Yes,
what's the answer?
it is. I got
The
you. I
Clippers.
got you. It's the Clippers.
Ah, the
It's the
Clippers.
I
Clippers.
thought
The
it was the
Clippers.
Clippers.
Yes, it's the
Who
Clippers.
who answered it? Because I can't see it,
Mr.
and maybe
Kid.
I have a
Ah,
maybe I can
you said
maybe I
Mr.
have a
Kid.
prize for them. Maybe
Mr.
I
Kid. You got a
maybe I
prize
have
for
a prize for them.
Mr. Kid
It
got
was
it.
Mr. Kid. It was Mr. Kid.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sure
Oh,
was.
I definitely have a prize for him.
Absolutely. So that is going to be something that we'll be doing with the guests, and we'll be doing with the, yes, Gary, you got it
Gary
with
I
said he
our
took his quiz.
yeah.
viewers in
Hey,
the chat.
Gary.
So hopefully we can integrate some more activity in the chat box. Encourage people to step outside of their comfort zone and join us, even if they have questions for us, like I said earlier, or for our guests once we get some folks in the room with us later on. But that should be fun. I think that should be amazing, don't you think?
I love it. I love,
Yes.
love, love the new game. It's gonna be so much fun, even for us.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have one for you, and we don't need a graphic for it. But before we move on, because we're called Monologue Room LA, I have one more question for you all, and this
Go
is a
ahead,
tough one. This is really for our theater majors. All right. So my
Brittany. I
question
am a
is,
theater major.
I
Let's go.
know, I know. So here we go. So the question is,
Yes.
what is Shakespeare's
Oh
longest
God.
monologue?
What?
What is Shakespeare's longest monologue? Now he only has a few very very
I
famous
would
ones that should
say,
come to mind immediately.
I would say,
Um.
um,
Let's get
Oh,
Mr.
Brittany.
let's see some answers in the. I mean, I'm giving you the man. I'm giving you the writer. So there's only a few that are highly recognizable or memorable, or like should pop in your head immediately.
Well, I only know one, and that's the oh God,
Wait, I don't have a good example, but I'll
dang.
use our look. I'll use our just a shameless plug.
Hey.
Shameless plug real fast. Our Monologue
Yes, the
Room LA
monologue room.
mug has made its return to season 2. Cheers to you all.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
So I
Here's to
will do,
you.
yes, I will do an example of it. To
To be or not to be, that is the
To
answer.
be or not to be? That
to
is the
be or
question.
not to be. Yes. That is
Yes.
Shakespeare's longest monologue. And does anybody know what play that's from? Please.
Mm.
Come on, theater major.
Brittany, come on now. Don't do me like that.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. I'm just I
Right.
Brittany, what?
hey, hey, see, this is what it's gonna be like. This is we're
Whew.
serious. Season 2,
Come
we're
on, theater
serious.
mate.
No, I'm not down with it.
Now, if Whitney was in it, I know it.
Right. That part. That
Now,
part.
if Whitney was singing "I Would Always Love You," I could tell you the year and
I
the
don't
date.
know. Is it Hamlet? What is it?
Hamlet.
Ding, 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 ding. Got it. It's Hamlet. It's Hamlet. Yes.
Hamlet.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to give you some useless information. Thank you, Mr. K. I'm going to give you some useless
You looking out
information,
for
all
his
right?
wife.
Useless, completely useless. But it's very interesting. So, the monologue itself is 33 lines, 262 words long.
No.
Yes. And I've seen novice, I've seen intermediate, and I've seen professionals try to take on that monologue. Some people do fantastic, some people fail
Some people
horribly.
do, yeah, some
But
people do
I've
great.
never actually sat and seen how long that monologue is. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that is crazy. Definitely after this show, I'm going to YouTube so I can check out some people doing this monologue.
Man.
Yes, absolutely. Please,
268 words.
262 words, 33 lines total.
62.
Yeah,
Woo! Yeah,
that's
that's
quite a
a
bit.
long one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's really long.
Absolutely.
I do
So
love the
so
games
just
though.
okay, I'm happy you love them because I love them a lot. All right. It's
Yes,
a part of it's a favorite of mine. I am so glad that you allowed me to institute and add this as a part of our show. And I'm
yes,
looking forward to keeping the tradition going and keeping our guests on their toes. That's what I'm excited about.
woo,
All right. So the next
love it.
thing that I think is cool about what we're going to be initiating as a part of our show is our movie critique. Like we did the industry news, right? We definitely
Yes,
had current industry news where we break down, but this year we're going to go hard in the paint
yeah,
with our
we're gonna get
of
in deep.
films.
Yeah,
And I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all are interested because there's a lot of films. I mean, 2.5 years of pandemic films we got to catch up on, plus
we gotta
everything
catch
that's
up.
yeah, we got a lot to
We
catch
gotta
up on.
catch up. Yeah,
So we're going to be doing some critiques, and this year we're going to be instituting our rankings. So instead of stars for the Monologue Room LA, we are going to be awarding our movie selections microphones. So
yes,
it's going to go between and how we feel about the films, what we liked, what we didn't like, and what our takeaways were. And I am really excited. I don't know if you've all been, kind of keeping up with what all of the things that are coming out, but have you
it's
looked at the roster? Either
it's
of you?
a lot. It's a lot,
Yes,
and
it's a lot.
you just have to take time and make schedule so that you can fit it all in because it's a lot.
Oh yes. Oh yes, for sure. So that is something I'm looking forward to, and as promised I wanted to kind of go over our guest list for this season.
Let's do
Um
it.
Yes.
this is the coolest list of people we got coming in this season. I don't want to give names away. I don't want to kind of like say when they're going to come, but last season we had writers, directors,
Yeah.
producers,
Yes.
actors, amazing actors, talented actors, people who are going to be featured at the next award show very soon, next few
Yes.
award
Yes.
shows very soon. But this season, we went ahead and we reached out to our friends and some new folks, some new faces, and we have not only uh, invited all of these people, so actors,
Actors, comedians, writers, producers,
right?
directors.
Not
Yes.
only all of these folks, but we have a VFX specialist, a
Okay.
Yes.
sound specialist, an editor, a DP, and
Okay.
we even have an executive director to one of LA's most coveted um, production coordinator or production assisting schools. Okay, so
Yeah.
this season is going to be fantastic. We have a
Yes.
lot going on, and
Yeah.
I'm very excited
Yes.
for all of these. I really appreciate them, showing their interest, wanting to come on, wanting to be interviewed, wanting to share what they're doing, and I'm glad we're able to support them any way we can,
Yes.
promote their work any way we can, and
Yes.
improve our viewers' lives as much as we can with the information they can, bestow and instill. I just think it's all the industry doesn't work without collaboration. And
Correct.
I feel like this is the first step to all of that, making
Correct.
sure we see each other's faces, we know what we do, each other does and do well, and are able to, reach out if necessary or if available to, help out. So I'm
Yes.
very, very, very excited, you all.
I love
Yes,
Very.
it.
me
We're
too. I'm
getting more
excited.
behind the scenes of all the things and
Yeah.
all the positions that are behind the scenes that make this whole big, deal or picture or movie work. There are so many hands that make for a great film, great show, or however
Mhm.
you want to say it. But there's so many hands in it and so many different positions, so many different. So I'm excited to get behind the scenes with our
Absolutely.
with our friends. Yes,
Yes. And for some, they're new faces, they're new people in our lives.
yes,
So new friends. That's the coolest
yes.
part.
New
We're,
friends.
we're starting to get into the as David Bowie said, the territory where our feet don't touch the ground. That's when you
Yes,
know you're doing something right. You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying? I love that
absolutely.
saying. I love that quote.
Yes.
So uh, I cannot wait. I don't
No,
know
I
what to
can't either.
expect, but
I'm
I
excited.
cannot wait. Absolutely.
I'm excited.
So to wrap up what's new, what to expect from this season, the final thing really is ways to support. So we have our
Yeah,
guests who are going to come in and who are going to instill all of their knowledge or as much as their knowledge that they can, tell their experiences, share their horror stories, and what not to do in certain
yes,
situations. But biggest thing for us in this season is finding ways to support you, the
yes,
Yes.
audience, you who tune in, who find us, whether it be tonight or months from now. We want this to live as a place where you can come and gather information,
Right.
find out how to submit to screenings,
Right.
find out how to submit
yes.
to festivals, find places where you can rent equipment or go to classes, whatever it is you
Mhm,
may need.
mhm.
Our hope is that this is one of the places you can come or to us individually outside of the monologue room as a
Yes,
collaborative to
Yes.
get whatever help you need to push your career forward because that's
yes.
what the monologue room
That's what
LA
we're
was
here
all
for.
about.
That's what
That's
it's
what
about.
Amazing.
we're from. All
Exactly.
right.
That's what we're
Amazing.
about.
Absolutely.
We
So
are here for you.
going to
Yes.
be going to be sharing casting opportunities, production work opportunities, and gigs. We're also going to be initiating I think it's cool, and I'm glad. I'm grateful that you think it's okay. But we're going to be allowing folks to submit to us
Mm-hmm.
to
Yes.
promote their
Advertise.
independent projects on the show. So,
Yes.
if there are folks out there who are looking to, you know, be a part of the show in that simple way of submitting a short film or even talking about themselves, go on Brown Girl Productions 97 at Gmail
That's
and
right.
send us your clip. Make it at least between 30 seconds to about a minute and a half. Tell us about your project. Tell us about yourself, what you're looking for, what you may need. And we're hopefully here to help. So,
Yeah.
and we'll make room for you here on the monologue room
Yes, we
and
will.
show and promote your project. That's what it's all about.
That's
All
what it's
right.
all about. And let me give the email address again. It's Brown Girl Productions with an S 79 at
I
gmail.com.
70.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And you know what I'm looking forward to in the near future? Us getting back into the actual theater and having live showcases and things like that, and bringing the people all back together again since COVID. A lot of things stopped,
Yes.
and that's one of
Yeah.
our highlights in my life is just going out there working and just getting back into the theater field.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
Are you ready
Absolutely.
for a live show? That's what you're
I'm
saying.
ready, baby. Ready.
Yeah. That's what it
Call me
seems like.
ready, Freddy.
You're ready for a live show. I feel you. Okay.
Call me ready, Freddy. Freddy, stay ready.
Oh yes, I'm happy. I'm excited about people submitting their work so that
Yeah.
we can,
Yes.
help put it out there, get it out there as much as we can. And so I am excited about that. Good way to bring in other people and helping them and
Yeah.
Yeah.
promoting their
So I just
independent
added the
films and
correct
projects.
email. The correct email is on screen now. So it's browngirlproduction79 at gmail.com.
There we
All
Yes.
right.
go.
That's
So,
it.
so now we've got the full throttle We got everybody hopefully up to speed. What
Yes.
we're doing, what we're planning to do, what the hopes and dreams of the show will be. It's time for us to get into it because we got a show to do. We have to get into our what? Our current industry
Ah.
news. Current industry news. All right. So let's get into it, y'all. So, well within our means, there's a lot going on with this weekend. I mean, a lot. No joke. It's kind of overwhelming how much stuff there's happening this weekend. But let's go ahead and start off with something real simple. I want to ask a question, and once again, let me know what it is, what you think it is in the chat. Audience participation is my ticket to ride
It's
this year. I'm
key.
gonna be
Yes.
bugging y'all. Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
be bugging y'all all season. So, do you all know what an EGOT is?
People should know what an EGOT is. I don't know.
Marina, you know?
Well, of course I know, but I don't want to give
Okay,
it away.
okay. I gotta ask. I just gotta ask. But do you know?
Yes, I actually do know what an EGOT is.
Fantastic. Well, if you don't know, folks in the chat, an EGOT is a person who has achieved winning all four major American Entertainment Awards, which is an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Okay.
Yes.
And this is us doing our part with no
Yes.
effort. Okay?
Yes.
Because the newest
Yes.
inductee to that of an EGOT winner is Miss Viola Davis.
Woo-hoo! Can we get some
Yes.
I
for
am so
Viola?
proud of this
Hey,
woman.
hey, hey, hey.
Wonderful.
I am so, so
Isn't that
very excited.
beautiful?
She is absolutely gorgeous. And it's just,
Congratulations.
I mean, I who cannot be excited for this woman? You know what I'm saying? She has had such an amazing career. She's
Yes.
had such an amazing kind of like, I don't want to say journey in terms of how far she's come because we met her. I mean, I knew of her a little before, but her career started in theater years before we knew her
Years,
from
yeah,
uh
years before.
How to Get Away with Murder or
Yes.
even Fences, right?
Yes.
Um she is phenomenal in ways I don't think I'll ever truly understand. So this is really, really big for me. This is huge in my mind,
Yes,
right?
huge.
Yeah.
When
And
I
so,
saw that,
mhm,
I was
yes,
like almost in tears because I was like, whoa, because the only other well, you corrected me, which was last night. You told me about
mm,
the other
right,
young lady, but the only other person I know, I think we're gonna name them down the line. So
yeah,
I'll
we
wait.
will.
I'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
wait.
okay,
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
So to kind of like lay it all out for you all, what has gotten Miss Vi to this point
Yes,
is her award, excuse me, her nomination and then winning for a primetime Emmy on How to
yes.
Get Away with Murder. She won Best Outstanding Lead Actress. She won a Tony twice
Mm.
for King Headley and Fences, which Fences, oh,
Fences, I mean, come
we
on.
got we got Fences
Come
on
on.
screen.
Come
But
on.
I've heard so many great things about her live performance, her
On stage.
theatrical performance on stage.
Yeah.
So I will more than likely I won't say never. We're changing the way we speak this year.
Yes, we're changing the way we speak
2023
this year.
is a change of pace, different affirmations. We're speaking words of positivity and words of encouragement. I
Yes.
will, when and if the time is right, be able to see her performance on
Yes,
stage.
you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you
But
will.
I at this moment, right, am accepting her performance via screen, and I'll take it. I'll wear it like a warm blanket at night because it was phenomenal.
There
Even
you
with
Yes.
go.
even with the stuff running down her face, it's just hands down.
I mean,
Really great
even with
acting.
all of that, it's still
Mhm.
the best, one of the best performances. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. She won. She also won, which is no surprise. She won an Academy Award for her performance in Fences. Okay, Best Act Supporting Actress, um, with Denzel, King Denzel. Okay,
Of course,
and
King.
here's the really awesome part. She won her Grammy. I don't know if you all knew this, but she won her Grammy for her not her participation, for her book. Did you all know she had a memoir?
Oh, I
I
think
remember.
so. Is
She
it like
won for
Finding Me? Yeah,
yeah,
Finding
she
Me. Yeah,
won
yeah, yeah.
for her audio book Finding Me. And it is a
Wow.
really great read. Oh, I actually
Wow.
started reading it, the first few pages of it. And, you know, when you read critics and when you read reviews, you kind of are like,
Yeah.
oh, they're gassing her up, or they're, it's Viola. They're not going to
Yeah.
badmouth a book by
Yeah.
Viola Davis. But it's really good. It's
Okay, well
really,
I'll
really
I'll
good.
I'll have to get it. I'll download it and start.
Yes. She talks about, herself as a child, and, all of the things that she wishes she would have felt about herself
Yeah.
Yes.
before. But it would have taken away from her journey of finding herself. And I think
Herself. Yeah.
that's so amazing. But she was such a little rambunctious baby Viola. So it's really
Yeah.
cool kind of getting to experience her outside of film and experience her as a person, finding out
Nice.
her true character and her true, what makes her her. And we often get to see her in kind of like controlled environments where she's interviewing, and you
Yeah.
kind of get it, you kind of see like the spark and that little spice that she has. Especially, I know you sent it to me, the hot ones, the episode on the
Yes,
hot
the
ones,
hot wings. Yes, the hot ones. Yes.
so you kind of
I
like,
love that. I
Viola, you
I
kicking
tend
people
to
butt.
catch Viola.
Yeah.
I like to catch Viola videos where she's not working or not,
Yes.
really
Yes.
just being herself outside of, like you said, confined spaces, which is work. And so I love her personality, and I love that she always talks about how to find true self. She talks about
Yeah.
that a lot in her videos. So I respect her a lot as a woman, besides being an actress and being in the industry. I just respect her as being a black woman. She's amazing.
She's
What's that movie where
amazing.
she said, "You're smart"?
Uh,
Oh,
What's
the
that
help.
movie?
the
Help. Yeah,
help,
Yeah, the help.
the help. Yeah.
yeah.
I know that
That's when
people
I
say
first
that.
started paying attention to her. Then
Oh,
Mhm.
got you.
watching that
Okay.
movie, and
Yeah. I
then from
think
there,
everyone has their moment or show or movie or TV show where they really started paying attention to Viola. It wasn't all at
Yeah.
once when we started,
yeah, yeah,
paying attention to her. We all have our different moments, and when we started noticing how wonderful she is as an actress and also as a
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
yes,
Yes. Absolutely. So I mean, I could say so much about her specifically, um, and especially this win for her. But I did kind of want to take a turn and speak about the world of EGOTs, right?
Yeah,
So
let's
so
go. Let's do it.
the exclusivity of this is astounding. Okay,
Yes,
her arms. Oh
it
my
is.
god.
It really
But
is.
let's talk about the exclusivity of this win of hers. All right. So there's only 18 EGOT winners total.
yes.
Okay. And I
That's
have to
crazy.
correct myself because I told you this last night, right?
Yeah.
18 total.
Yeah.
And I told you last night, 8 of those were women, but that's actually not true.
That's
That's
not true.
not
Yeah.
true. No,
Yeah.
it's technically only 6 women.
Really?
Okay. There's 18 men and women, but 2
Yeah.
of them in the women category, I don't want to say didn't earn it, but the way
Well,
they
let's not
describe
say
it,
that.
the
Well,
way
let's
they
not
des-
say.
the way they
Well, let's not
describe
say it.
it is that it was a non how did they put it? It was a
Uh,
non. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but they were given to two women, which gave them their EGOT, right?
Well,
So
it's so
it was
funny.
a non-traditional way.
competitive.
Let's
That's
just
the
say
word.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
because when
was
I
a
saw the
non-competitive
actual
award
list, I
ceremony.
was like,
Yes,
why are they
yeah,
there?
right.
Like I wouldn't have thought that. So
yes,
The
exactly.
term was non-competitive
Not
Tony
yes,
or whatever the award was in
yes.
particular. So even with that, six women, and you were just about to speak about it, so we'll get to it. Only
Yeah, let's get
three are
to it.
women of color. Only
Yes,
three.
three.
only
All right.
three.
So we're a little early. We're going to touch on this maybe again in the month of March, which is Women's History Month. But I have to show you this list. This is a pretty incredible list. All right. So first up, we have Helen Hayes, who completed her EGOT collection in
In
1977 at the
1977.
age of 77 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
77 years old.
Real later on in life.
Really late in life, right?
Really
That's
late in life.
crazy late in life.
Yeah,
Next up, we have Rita Moreno, which, oh my gosh, she is so cute. I love
yeah. I
Rita
love
Moreno.
her.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's absolutely adorable. Of course, we all know her from what? West Side Story.
What's that? Yeah.
Um, fantastic, fantastic actress. Just cute as a button. She's actually in a film that's coming out. Either it's out or just it's coming out or it just dropped not too long ago. I think it's
Mhm.
called 70 for Brady or something like that.
Hmm.
She's in it with several other women. I can't think of their names right now, and I apologize for not knowing the name of the film or who her co-stars are. But she just has a movie premiering very recently, or just very soon in the near future.
Yeah.
Is she in the
She,
movie for the Super Bowl?
I guess I mean, it's Tom Brady's movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
It's yeah, okay. I know what you're talking. We can bring it back. We can bring it back next show.
Okay,
Just so that we
absolutely.
can highlight
Now
the yeah.
she also received her EGOT in 1977, but she received hers at
She
45.
was younger. Yeah,
She
she
was
was much
very
younger.
young. She was
Hey,
very,
Yeah,
very young.
yeah,
But Rita, I mean, she was a dancer singer before she even got into film. So that
yeah.
was she was definitely a shoo-in. Of course, the queen, Audrey
Audrey.
Hepburn.
Audrey
Audrey
Hepburn.
Of course,
Hepburn
Audrey.
got hers in 1994
Who's that?
at
63.
63. So she's been around for
Wow.
a long time, but she didn't get hers until very late, which is very
Yeah, that's
interesting,
late.
right?
That's really late.
Whoopi Goldberg. She completed her
Woo.
EGOT in 2002 at
Wow.
46.
46.
46. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Very
Yeah, it
cool.
would be.
Barbara Streisand. So Barbara Streisand is one of the two women who received their EGOT, but from a non-competitive route, so a
Mm,
non-traditional route. So of course she's on the list of the eight, official, unofficial eight.
mm,
But they didn't have a lot of information on how she won or when she won because they gave her one of her awards in the process of her claiming her EGOT.
mm.
Liza Minnelli was the other,
Was another one.
and
Uh-huh.
yes, the other of the two. And then last but not least, Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson rounds out
Wow.
the list of and preceding Viola Davis. She won her EGOT in 22, which I didn't know that. I don't know how I
Wow.
missed that.
I
And the
don't
crazy,
remember that.
yeah, I don't remember
I'm gonna
hearing
go
about
look
it or
this up to
anything.
see what movie. I remember she won her Oscar, but I don't.
Right.
Grammy, I'll give it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If you know about her filmology, she definitely won for Dreamgirls.
Yeah, of
She won
course.
Best Supporting Actress in Dreamgirls in 2006.
Yes.
She received her Emmy, a daytime Emmy, for I think a program she did. I think it's called Baba Yaga. I'm not familiar. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
She got has two Grammys, Best R&B album and Best Musical Theater album, which I didn't know she
Wow.
had a musical theater album. It doesn't
Me
say
either.
what
Wow.
what show it's from, but that's pretty dope. And then she's
Wow.
won in 22. This is why we need to step our theatrical representation game up this season,
Yes.
because she won
Yes.
in 22 for Best Musical, A Stranger Loop. And that's
I
how she
never,
got her
And
EGOT in 22.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna
I
look
just
that up.
purchased Stranger Loop. I just purchased that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
Wow,
Okay.
I gotta come and watch that.
yes,
Okay.
definitely, definitely. So
All right.
that she is the she had hers at 40. So she's technically the
She's the
youngest
youngest. Yeah.
female EGOT 2022.
Aw.
So to round out the
That was a
ladies,
good segment for the EGOTs. That was a good
yeah.
segment for
Oh
the
yeah.
EGOTs. And once again, let's give a hand clap for Viola Davis for being the
Absolutely.
latest into having an EGOT, or she is a EGOT, or however you say it.
Right.
She has
She's now part of the EGOT
She's
crew.
an
Definitely.
she
Definitely.
is an
Okay.
EGOT.
Um, I think that is fantastic.
I love
I
it.
can't imagine how hard you really have to work
Woo.
to get those, in high school. This is dating myself, but like way back in the day. Uh that was the term. I'm a triple threat. I'm a triple threat. I'm a
Yeah,
triple
the
threat.
triple threat. Yeah.
Uh and I
Yeah.
never really put a lot of stock in that, but it pays off, it
Yeah, it
definitely
does.
pays off. And there
To
are people
sing,
that,
act,
yeah.
yeah. All these things, all these talents.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because there are people that I thought would have had EGOTs or could
Yeah,
have EGOTs that
yes.
didn't.
And
I
did
was
it.
telling you the other night, Audrey McDonald. Oh, Audrey McDonald. She's fantastic. I love her. Renee Goldsberry. Daytime Emmy in the bag. Several
Yeah,
Tonys. I'm sure
yeah.
she's got several Tonys. I know she's got one for Hamilton, right? So, so it's just like, oh man, when I saw the list, I was like, yo, this is serious. This is some real deal stuff.
And I
Um,
was looking at something not too long ago where Diana Ross has been nominated so many times for a Grammy and has never won, and that shocked
Never
me because I was
won.
But
like,
I know you
this is an
said
actual
Never won.
that.
legend. And it's like,
I
why?
couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I was shocked. I never has won, and she's been nominated what 70 times or something like that. They said
70? Did you say 70?
crazy
70?
amount. Yeah, it's crazy, and she's yet to
Oh,
win. She was just was nominated like for two awards this past Grammys show Sunday, and didn't win either.
wow.
So that's like shocking to me that an actual legend like her has not even won a Grammy. So I was like,
Wow.
wow,
That's
that's
pretty
just
wild.
yes,
That
That
is
is pretty
living
wild.
legend.
wild. All those,
Yeah,
what? All those times
And,
and not win
not
one?
right,
one, not
right,
one.
right.
You know, and I'm
It's
like,
something
This
behind that.
yeah. I'm like, so is they gonna end up giving her one as like pay tribute to her? You
If
know,
if we don't know anything about Liza Minnelli and
Barbara Streisand.
well, I
okay,
mean, it
I'll
says
say that for
it does.
later. Uh,
It does
I'll
say
save
that
it for later.
she received it for, like, they gave it to her for, um it was like a special, how they do the special awards sometimes at ceremonies. So
Yeah,
like the
but
Tonys have like
That
a
don't count.
special award.
no.
Well,
And
Diana Ross
Diana Ross?
that's why she's in like that gray area. Like she is an EGOT, but she's not on the main
the real
list.
list.
She's
Yeah.
right, the real
Diana
list.
Ross, you think about Mahogany, you think
Right.
Yes.
about In a Dark Place, you think
When she
about
was schizophrenic. Yeah. Like,
yeah, Lady
come on
Singers. If
now.
you think about Diana Ross music,
Yeah.
I mean, how can she not be? I
Right.
mean,
Shocked. That
come
shocked me.
on.
Yeah, I was like, wow,
Give
Diana.
Diana the EGOT. Let her be officially and EGOT.
But
Do you
but at
guys?
the same time, you always have to remember, it's four different things, right? So there's the Emmys,
Yes,
which is
The
TV,
Gram,
the
Emmy, Grammy,
Grammys is
Oscar, and
music,
Tony.
TV.
Tonys are theatrical, so it can kind of go both. It could go
It
either
goes.
music or dance
She
and
tilts in
or
all the
performances.
areas a
Yes,
tad bit. I
Right,
don't know
everything.
about television. Well,
right.
I don't know
So I
about
don't know about
television.
TV. Yeah, I've never, she
Maybe that's
maybe
why.
do a spot, or
Give her a
a few
Grammy.
people
Give her a
use.
Grammy. I'll be satisfied with a Grammy.
Right, a few people have won Grammys for, like, spoken word or, appearing on Sesame Street, so it's doable. Don't get me
I'm sure
wrong, it's
Diana has an episode with Sesame Street. I'm sure.
we
Okay,
out here
let's go.
we
Let's
looking
move
out for
on.
you, Diana. I just want you to
Let's
know
move
we
on
love
because
you. We want you
we
to get
love
your EGOT.
Diana. Diana, we getting you your EGOT. We're gonna get you
Yeah,
your EGOT, girl.
Right.
Come on, let's
we
move
got a
I'm
on.
gonna
petition
be.
coming.
I'm
All
going
right,
to
so
the Grammy office Monday. On Monday, if they can give
so
Beyonce 29 Grammys, they
we
can give you
we
one.
want to talk to a couple of people. We got pulled, but we want to talk to a
we
couple
got
of people.
Collar
I'll be
Gang,
there Monday.
TMR Collar Gang is gonna roll up on
Right?
somebody.
Damn. What you
Clearly,
got?
we are not playing.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Time is
so
winding down.
so
Let's go.
so moving right along on our industry news, something came across Marina's timeline, and she sent
Yes,
it to me, and I was like,
yes.
"What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And it might catch a few of y'all off guard, but this is wild. So, have you heard about life and the potential that it is connected to Harlem Nights? Has anyone heard this?
Connected? I mean, is it that because Eddie Murphy plays in both of them?
Well, that's the obvious thing, right?
Of
Right,
Well,
right.
course,
duh, it's the
of
same
course.
man. No, no,
Yes,
no,
Or
no, no.
is or both movies are based in the 20s and 30s, based out of the 20s and
Right.
30s.
So there's this idea that I think it got burst on TikTok, and stuff happens on TikTok all the time, and it'd
yes,
be crazy.
yes.
But this doesn't sound that crazy. It
No, it
doesn't
doesn't.
sound that crazy. It actually sounds believable, because what they're saying is that this Harlem Nights is a sequel, or excuse me, Life is a
Life
sequel
is a sequel.
to Harlem Nights. Now,
Look at Sam.
They like 20 years apart. Like what?
Right, right.
I don't know, but it's kind of interesting. It's kind of
It
interesting.
really
Now,
is.
this is what they say. So there's a scene where Ray Gibson, Eddie Murphy's character, is getting in a fight with
Mhm.
Goldmouth. Everybody remember Goldmouth. Goldmouth is old boy right here, um, who's hugging up against Ray in the poster, right?
Yes.
So he gets punched, and he says, "I know a named Della that hits harder than you." So that means
That means that
Ray's
is him
character either
from
knows
yes,
um he knows Quick, or they may be the same person. Ray may have changed his name and is Quick. Who
because
knows?
he left with the money, but he had to switch it up. He wasn't as spiffy anymore. I mean, I don't know.
Who's to say?
I heard it on TikTok, and I brought it to Michael's attention, and
Yeah.
Michael is an Eddie Murphy
Is
fan.
he? Is he? Okay.
Oh God,
We will
let's
have to
not even
talk,
talk
because
about Eddie Murphy
this
because
is
he,
right. This is
yeah,
pretty wild. So leaving Harlem, that was their whole stick. Was bootlegging, was number racket, was illegal activity. Just to
illegal
be clear
activity.
and
Yes,
honest.
Mhm.
yes,
And so it kind of makes sense, although it is a
it's
decade
a
later.
decade. 2 decades, no, or decade?
I think it's two. I mean,
Yes,
the actual time period is
time
of the
period.
films are set apart.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I want to pose. I'm just gonna play with y'all mind right now. I want to really mess with y'all. So there's this connection. But have you ever just sat down and looked at Eddie Murphy's chronological filmology? There's something going on. And and listen. Eddie's got dozens of movies.
Yes,
Dozens,
I
right?
just
yes.
watched the Eddie Murphy movie on Saturday with him and what's the girl that was married going with Nipsey? Uh
Uh-huh.
Lauren London. I can't think of
Lauren
the name
London.
of the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
So
What
I'm
what
laughing.
what about it, Bucket?
I don't like it, but we can finish.
Oh,
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we will
Didn't
definitely talk about
We'll
you
definitely
people
talk about that
at a later time.
later on, the next
But
show.
but I
I see
mean,
it.
take a look at this list though. Okay, so we have Eddie Murphy Coming to America 1988, Boomerang 1992,
Mm-hmm.
Vampire in Brooklyn 1995, and then you have Harlem Nights and Life. Something is telling me that there's a bigger connection
To
than
all of
we
them?
think. Not to all of them together, but I really think Eddie Murphy is way smarter than we think
Okay.
because number
Well, he
one,
is, clearly.
he is
I
clearly,
mean,
clearly. I'll tell you this.
what about
I didn't know
Doctor
because I was trying to
Doolittle
figure.
and
Yeah,
all
right.
those
I was trying to figure it out, right? So I was looking up all of the different films. And I was thinking like, okay, well, if Harlem Nights and Life are connected, is there possible could it be possible that, the Nutty Professor and Norbit,
Norman.
there's a connection there? You never know.
How
Is
you
there a
know?
connection? Is there a connection between like what's the one where he's I forget the name of Pluto Nash. No, it's not Pluto Nash. Yeah, Pluto Nash and the one he did with Gabrielle Union, which is I think that's a different one. Or that'd be the same film. But there's so many, and you start to wonder, like, is this dude like playing with us? Because
What do you mean?
people clearly caught the line in Life directly from Harlem Nights. And are we just not smart enough to like catch him? And he's just like, they'll figure it out in like 50 years.
Right.
Do
They'll
you,
figure it out.
but do you think he would want us to go crazy and think that all of these
You,
characters
well,
may be
listen.
potentially?
Any great artist makes art that speaks
Yes,
to them and hopes that the audience will
we'll
kind of
get it.
fall in love with it, right?
Correct.
And
Correct.
so there is a possibility that he's done something that people just haven't caught yet. You know what I'm saying?
So
Well,
where would Vampire in Brooklyn come in at then?
That's what I'm saying. Well, here's the thing. So we know that I don't remember his name. I don't remember the character name, but we know the vampire is
Michael
looking
said it's
for
all lies.
it's all lies.
I'm with you, brother.
I told you I was gonna mess with your mind. I mean, I'm here for the conspiracy theory. I am
I
here
am
for
here.
it.
I am here for the conspiracy, but Eddie Murphy is the type of writer or
Yeah.
creator that I would think that would include pieces of his past movies into his future movies
He would.
before a reference, because
Really
people
would.
know, like I
You
said
watching?
again,
You
Michael
pay
is a
attention.
fan of Eddie Murphy and he can recite all of the
Wow.
entire script. So
Wow.
for people that really love Eddie, that knows, and not just Eddie, but for creators like this that will
Yeah.
drop that will drop hints or names of
Right.
other characters that were in his past movies.
Right.
It's just like, whoa, like, but I didn't even catch that. All this time I've
Mm-hmm.
been watching
I'm gonna go
Life.
watch that, just that one part, and see what they.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All this time I've been watching Life, and I did not catch that he said, I know a woman that hits harder than you. I never
Yeah.
paid attention to that
Isn't that
until
crazy?
TikTok.
Until
Right,
TikTok
today.
right,
made me
right.
do it.
And I didn't know it
TikTok
until
made
just
me do
now.
I'm just saying.
I'm today old.
I think he's Dr. Magnetoing us. Like he's like big braining us right now, and we just so overwhelmed we can't catch it. But it's there. I really feel like it's there. I really feel like it's there. And
Eddie,
let
Eddie,
us
can
know.
you come on and talk with us?
Right.
Can we
And
Tap
let's
tap
interview
talk
in
you,
about
with
that
Eddie?
us.
movie
Let
with
us
Lauren
know.
London.
Can we
Let us know.
can we interview you, Eddie? Clearly he doesn't want to talk about the new movie, but can we
Right.
interview you, Eddie, please? I enjoyed that movie. Let's
You
move
did?
on.
Wait,
Okay.
Let's
hold
move on.
on. No, give me 3 seconds.
Okay,
Okay.
go.
Okay.
You enjoyed that movie?
I mean, for what it was.
What did you enjoy about it? First of
I
all,
didn't
it was unrealistic.
Oh
It was
know,
boy.
moving
but
too
that is
fast.
the story of her parents. Lauren London's father is the other race,
Right.
and
Okay.
her mom is black. And that, I
Mm.
believe, it sort of portrays their story.
Okay. So I don't want to tell the movie, but
Mm.
we'll talk about that later when y'all watch the movie.
Okay.
Brittany, has it
So
happened?
so 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 we're
Have you
getting
watched the movie?
into our movie critique. I just
Yes,
want to make it official, Bucket. I feel like at this point, without a lot of conversation yet, Bucket is gonna give that movie.
he's probably
I
not even
can't
going to give it that.
I
He's
can't
probably going to give
say
it this.
I can't say what I believe it is yet. I haven't watched it. I'm not gonna judge a book
For
at
me, well,
all.
if you haven't watched it, then okay. Well, let's talk about it on
Okay.
the next show.
Okay.
We'll
You
talk
watch
about it
I
it,
on next show.
I will be completely honest. I started it and I was
mhm.
And
like,
then
"Mm,
finish it. I watched
do I
it for what it
really want to sit here and
was.
watch
I mean, that's just like saying people was mad or didn't thought that Hunk for Jesus was stupid.
It was.
Like,
right?" Well, we'll get
okay,
into
so
that.
let's
We'll get into
see,
that.
we can
We'll
get
get into
into
that.
that. So
So let's before we go there,
yes, before we go there,
we gotta
let's just
finish out
go.
our we got a couple more things before the weekend is over. All right. So
Okay,
Mhm.
I
yeah,
don't know if you all know, but we are on a time crunch countdown to the
yeah,
NAACP Image
NAACP
Awards.
Image
Okay.
Award.
So I
yeah.
have to ask, I have to be that person. Did y'all vote?
I
And if
started.
not,
I,
why
I
not?
yeah, I started last night.
Okay. I'm gonna
I
be
didn't.
honest. It's a lot of nominations. It's a lot of
Yeah,
voting to go through. It's like 50. How many questions? Or excuse me, how many nominations? 56?
it's yeah. I was just about to say 60, but yeah, it's a lot.
I do. I,
It's
I
a
guess I
lot.
blacked out. It's a lot. It's a lot to go through. But
Yes.
I think, as the award season goes, there are very few that us as consumers have a say in. And I believe just like voting for politicians and how much you get taxed, it's very important to participate, not
Yeah.
only for the reasons of lending your voice, but this is a black award show. Okay.
Yes.
This is the advancement of colored people. So we
Love it.
got to advance ourselves onto our computers and vote and
You know what? I'm
participate.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow if I can.
Okay,
I'm gonna go on there and I'm
if
gonna
you
vote.
Yes.
can.
The
If I'm not,
deadline is the 10th, right?
it is tomorrow. Yes, so you
Yes,
have
I'm
till
gonna go
tomorrow
tomorrow
to
and I'm
vote.
going to vote.
And I believe it's 6 p.m. I
Yeah,
thought I saw
6
6
p.m.
p.m. somewhere. It might change.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
so do you know if it was Pacific Standard or?
I do not.
It don't matter. I'm gonna do it early
But
in the
Okay.
morning.
however, just do it tonight or first thing in the morning.
Yes, I got you. I
Absolutely.
got
So I just want to prepare you because it is like Issa says, who are you voting for? Everybody black.
Yeah,
The problem is everybody black
everybody's
is
right.
being nominated against each other.
Yeah,
So
that's what I don't
it
like.
makes it
Okay,
very
keep
difficult.
going. Okay, yeah,
It makes it very, very
it
difficult.
makes it difficult. Yeah, it
But
does.
I am enjoying being able to celebrate however I choose to in terms of voting for all of the black creators, all of the actors and artists who are up this year. I mean, and the selections are out of this world.
Yes, they
I
are.
mean,
prime
just
example
based
right
on this
here.
picture here,
Yes,
right? This is a prime example. Exactly. We have Angela Bassett for Best Supporting
Should
Actress
have an EGOT.
in a
Yes,
feature.
we had.
She should have
she
right
should.
if she danced and sang.
Yeah,
but,
she
but we
danced.
gotta we
No,
gotta
she danced, and what's love got to do with it? But I guess because
mm,
she didn't actually sing.
right,
Yeah. So
right.
Oh, interesting.
Because she is killing it in the TV world. I
yeah,
just
killing it.
realized
911 is bomb.
one, and she what the thing I don't think we really talked about or anybody really talked about is the fact that she was on our TVs on FX for like 3 or 4 years.
I mean, American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Come on,
Come on,
killing it,
come
killing
on.
it, killing it.
Give her props.
That first season of American Horror Story, I think it was called Carnival or Carnival Row or whatever it
Something like
was.
that.
That was so
I'm like,
good.
you know what? I'm gonna go watch American Horror Story tonight.
And not
Man,
to mention, she is
man.
gorgeous. Her age, she's
Oh,
killing the
Absolutely
age,
oh yeah.
stunning.
killing it, killing the
Absolutely
game.
Oh.
stunning.
You
The
know,
only thing I didn't like, um,
Hmm.
did you guys see Wakanda?
Nah.
no,
I'm
not probably.
slacking. I'm gonna be honest
Yeah.
with y'all. I'm slacking this year. I
Do you
told
guys
you,
know what
I
Mm.
told you.
happened?
Huh?
Do you guys know what happened to her?
I
Mm-mm.
mean, spoilers have happened, so you can say it. I
She
kind of know.
died.
Yeah,
Like, why?
yeah.
Why did she
Queen
have to
Ramonda has
die?
passed. Yes, yes, yes.
I didn't understand that, but life goes on, and we love you, Angela.
So
We
do.
Right.
do.
And you know, to be honest, Disney had to release her because she's going to be doing a lot of other
She,
stuff.
she
Like
has a lot of stuff going on, I'm sure.
unless they were playing unless Disney was planning on having her, you know, put on a suit of some kind, she's in my mind, she's not the type of person to ride on a supporting role for too long.
No,
Yeah.
no,
You know what I'm saying? Does that make
no,
sense?
Yeah, no, it makes
You know,
sense.
no.
I
It
feel
makes
you.
totally,
like
Yeah,
totally
I feel
great
you.
sense.
her
Yes,
her
absolutely.
participation, I mean, and she could have decided to leave. Like it didn't have to be all on Disney. I don't want to, badmouth Disney like that, but um it could have been her choice, it could have been Disney's choice, it could have been mutual, whatever the decision was. you know I think it'll benefit the story. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it benefits the story in some way. I'm sure it lends itself to like the new character Riri
Yeah,
and how Disney is trying to integrate and move back into, you know, uh, American
yeah,
American superheroes that are black and how that kind of like coordinates with everything. I think it's story driven. I'm hopeful it's story
yeah.
driven. At the
When
same
you see
time,
it,
if it's not,
when you see it, you may think differently.
oh, oh Lord. Okay. Well, I
Not
just made
like
that
that.
speech.
Not
Oh
like that.
well. But
But
anywho,
okay, let's
so
move. Let's move on to the other young
so
lady. Let's move on.
Quinta Bronson is on here, but the crazy thing is Quinta is up against some other
Yes,
actors
she is.
in her category. That's just not fair. It's
It's not
not
fair.
fair.
It is not fair. It's not fair at all, one bit. I think that when they're doing these awards, just like the Grammys, Oscars, all these other things, as we seen it in the Grammys, there was a
Yeah.
conflict with Chris Brown and Robert Glasser, but yeah, that's music,
Mhm.
right? So you can't clump all of these actors into the same category. You just can't do it. You have to just create a new category, and it's
That's what I
okay.
say. That's what I say
Yes,
because
just create a
I
new
was looking at some
category.
of the shows. I was definitely like, wait, I get what you're doing. It's easy, but sheesh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
pick Quinta.
tough.
Like I'm gonna pick Quinta. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
going to pick her. I'm going to pick her, not because she's like the new girl. Although she's not,
Mhm.
she is in a way in certain in that area. But I was
Yeah.
looking for her on the what is it? The Black Girl Sketch Show, the Black Lady Sketch
Oh yeah,
Show,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Black Lady
and she
Sketch
just
Show. Right,
disappeared.
right,
And I was wondering, like,
right.
what happened to Quinta? And boom, she has Abbott Elementary. And I'm like, way to go, girl. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
the
saying. You
bucket.
know, it's just so.
Will. Hmm?
Yeah.
And Will Smith. No, have you guys seen his? I actually wanted to go see that movie, but
You
In Emancipation, I
yeah,
actually
I
saw
wanted to go see that, but
Emancipation.
everybody was like, no, you wait for that to come out on DVD. You wait,
see
Oh,
why are people like
look,
that?
wait,
because I guess some people
yeah.
don't like slave a lot of African Americans, and I'm kind of partial to that too. I don't care for racial movies,
Oh, okay.
slave type movies, but I actually wanted to go
uh,
see it. It makes me
yeah,
upset,
yeah.
but I did want to go see that. I really
I,
did.
I haven't seen it.
Winter is
And
amazing.
yes, Quinta
She
is
is.
amazing. And I haven't seen Emancipation. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Right.
It was hard for me to see Will in a role in a character like this, as a character like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Really, really weird to me. I've heard great things about it, but I still haven't seen it. I think I have to get past the Will um, Bad Boys, and I have to get past
Okay.
Prince of Bel Air, and I have to get past, him being the pretty guy in the movies,
Yeah.
and I have to
Interesting.
get past that to see
Hmm.
him in this type of a role.
See,
Um,
I
it
couldn't get
wasn't
past the
hard.
accent.
It
Right.
wasn't
Right.
hard for
Right.
me to see Jamie Foxx in a role like this.
I was just about
But
to say that. Same thing as for
Really?
Jamie Foxx. Yes.
yeah. It
Wow.
gave me, let me do this just so I can have this on my resume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
No, no shade
Okay.
to Will. I love Will. No shade to Will. I
Right.
just felt like that. I wasn't like really anxious, excited to go see it. I was just like, oh, okay, so he's doing this.
Let me
and not
let me
to
let
I'm
me
going
and
to
not
see.
to typecast him at all. Not to
right.
say that
Right.
he doesn't have the ability or the room to play this role at all. It was just hard for me to get past him and his other roles that has come before him playing in Emancipation.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Now, I will Steph, you're absolutely right. The accent was a lot. But it's
Oh, he has
Haitian.
accident? Oh gosh.
It's Creole. It's like pigeon Creole. So that I mean, I
It
no,
wasn't
it
the
was not.
slow
No,
movie.
it was
Yeah.
not. And
About
I'm
the
glad
story
you
of
said
him
that.
being
It was
rebel.
absolutely not. It was
See, that's what
grittier.
makes me want to go see it. It's not a typical slave movie because I
It
don't
was
like slave movies.
definitely grittier than your run of the mill
Master.
Django. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
So it wasn't a Django, and it wasn't what was the other one that came out with the young man? And I
12 years
haven't seen him.
ago.
I
Who?
haven't seen him around either after he
Chiwetel
did.
Ejiofor?
Huh?
Chiwetel Ejiofor from 12 Years a Slave? Is that who you're talking about?
No, no, no. I see him in everything. The
You
other
said
young
young man.
man.
I'm not
Oh
sure.
gosh, I can't think of the
Are you
name
talking
of the.
about Nate?
Yes,
Ah, okay,
and I
okay.
haven't seen that young man around.
No, and we have talked about him in the past. That is a I don't say it's a sore spot lightly but I don't want to say it's a sore spot because it's not my business. But I find the situation with all of that very, very interesting and
Yes.
discouraging in terms of kind of how the industry viewed how he told the story. So it
Mm.
it I want to go back to Steph's point that it was not your typical slave movie, and kind of point out Birth of a Nation in that same vein. Although it was your typical slave movie in the kind of setup and how it ends and everything, at the
Mm.
same time, this was not written by, this was not produced by, this was not, you know, funded by the others,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
all him.
Him. Yeah.
And so he was telling a story from his lane, and it did not get received very well on the outside, right? So
Yeah.
he took it to Sundance, and Sundance bought that sucker for $17 million, if I'm not
Dang.
mistaken. I think it was
Did
something
they?
ridiculous like that,
Wow.
right? Sundance, independent film, network bought that for that much money, went on the books as the highest grossing purchase from Sundance in history. Okay.
Dang.
What?
And as you know, or as you just spoke to, you haven't seen him. We don't know where that man is, and he's
No, haven't
fantastic.
seen him.
If I'm not
He
mistaken,
hasn't
his
been in
name is Nate
anything.
Parker, and Nate Parker has not made anything.
Nate
Uh,
Parker.
I think 2017 was when Birth of a Nation came out. He did not make a film until 2021 during the
17 million.
pandemic, and it was
Jesus.
called American Skin. And if you have not watched American Skin, he has not lost an ounce of I don't give a damn.
Yes, I know. I know. I
So
know.
support him if you can. I think it's on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah.
they literally blackballed him.
Yes. They
Industry
really did.
blackballed him because he got beside himself, and he did it all on his
Yes.
own. And I'm going to tell you how I know it was industry, or it was whatever entity oversees um, Sundance, or whoever bought them, or whoever acquired them, or whoever has, their board or whatever, how petty they were. This is how petty they were. So 2017, $17 million, highest grossing independent film ever in
Yeah.
history. There was a film, I don't know the guy's name. I think he was from like a really random TV show. He had started making a movie. It was like him and a chick, and the film was about flamingos or something, or flamingos were in the film. Whatever. Whatever. They paid $17 million and 25 cents for his film.
Just so that they can be the high. I don't like the pettiness. I don't like it. I don't like the pettiness at all. I don't like it. I mean, that just goes to show, right? It,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my lip
17
still.
million and 25 cents. They should be ashamed.
25. The
25.
25. Wait, it is 9 o'clock. It's time for someone to exit.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
It is time for someone to exit.
Yes,
Let's
it's
say,
9:09.
let's say, let's say bye to our Sam.
Well,
He has
guys,
to go.
this will be the first and last time that I have to exit the show early.
Well, we
Because
we
I have to
only have
be.
we're getting ready
Just
to
a
wrap
little
up,
bit,
but
yeah. We
I
don't have
know it's
much left.
time. I know what you have to do. That's why we're in tune and sync with one another. You have to
Yes.
go. I'm gonna pray you
Look, I
traveling
was
grace.
like,
I'm gonna pray you traveling grace, and you get
yes,
to where you
guys,
need to go.
we will
And
be.
we love you.
Love y'all too. Same bat time, same bat channel. Be
Love
right
you,
here
Sam
next time. I
Peoples.
love y'all. Mwah. Bye,
Sam
y'all.
Have a good
people, let's give it up for Sam people.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here with us on our premiere. We'll catch you
Thank
next
you.
week, or
Thank you.
2 weeks.
Love y'all
2
next
weeks.
week. All right.
Ready.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right, and then there was two.
Yes, and
So
then there
yes,
was two.
so Steph, yes, you're absolutely right. American Skin. He was a disabled vet, but there was a little more to it. I think I could give it away. It had something to do with his son. He didn't. He didn't. He didn't rob a bank or hold up a bank. That you might be thinking of is by Bleecker Street, which is called Breaking. That's Daniel Boyega, Nicole Bahar, and that's more
Mm,
recent. The one
that's
you're thinking
recent.
of, yeah, that's more recent. That just came out not too long ago. But he was a disabled veteran. His son, I believe, was harmed by I think LAPD, and he held up a LAPD department.
Oh, I don't know that.
He took over a police department. So
Oh, really?
very similar, but not quite the same. But yeah, Breaking is a great movie too. If I'm saying the name of that movie right, it is
Y-
definitely worth the watch. David Boyega is phenomenal,
Okay, yeah,
phenomenal, and
text me.
I love me some Nicole Bahar as well. I will
Yeah,
share
well,
it with you,
text
Maria.
me those movies. Yeah, share those movies
Absolutely.
with me, and then we can go. I can look at them, and then I'll give you my opinion.
Yes, yeah. So keeping it moving. Hard decisions and choices for the NAACP awards. The nominations are tough, but make sure you
They
do it.
are
But
really, really tough.
yeah, but I wanted to ask you, do you have someone that you're looking to be a standout this year? Because of course we got our Quinta Bronsons. We want her to win because she's deserved it. She's been around for so long. In terms of like being recognizable, almost a household name at this point. You know, Angela Bassett. Who doesn't know who that lady is?
You
Phenomenal
know what?
actress. Do you have a
Yes,
standout?
we know. You know, I'm not gonna say a standout, but maybe I want to say a month ago I recently finished up Queen Sugar,
Ah, okay.
and I enjoy the aunt of the show.
Ooh, what is
Now,
her name?
yeah, let me see if I can find her name, but I enjoy her, and I think she is on the list to be nominated for or to vote for. And I just enjoyed her role on Queen Sugar, and I know that she's been around for a very, very long time, and I know that I feel like, the time is now to give her flowers.
Okay.
She's been around for a
Okay.
long time. I think she comes from TV. She came from TV series, like when I was a little
Yes.
girl, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she's been around, and I'm trying.
I'm not too familiar with her work, but I know her, participation in Queen Sugar. She is literally the anchor to that show.
She
You know what I'm saying?
is. She
Her
is
her in
absolutely the
Hollywood,
anchor.
she and Hollywood's
Yes.
relationship is I love it. I love them. I
Her
love
name is
them as a
her name
couple.
is Tina Lifford.
Tina Lifford, yeah. Lifford, yes, yes. And she has
Yes,
been
Tina
around
Lifford.
forever.
Yeah, she's been
But
around for a very long time.
I
And
didn't know
I
her
think it's
until Queen
uh
Sugar.
to Queen Sugar. Yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward for her, and also the young Darla, the young lady,
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. Not Lorna.
yeah,
Her name is
yeah,
uh no, who plays Darla? That's
yeah, Bianca Lawson.
Bianca Lawson. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
Bianca
she's
Lawson.
listen, the first time I saw or I knew of Bianca Lawson, she was in a film called Feast with an F of all seats.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Starred in that film with the young man who plays oh, what is that guy's name? I think he was in Cousin Skeeter, and then he had his spot on Kyla Pratt's show One on One, where she played he plays the love interest, and I can't
Oh
think of
yeah,
his
yeah,
name right
yeah.
now.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
And that film was phenomenal, and of course, is really cool. Speaking to non-traditional Black, representation in a
Yes.
historical context,
Yes.
that film was really cool. I mean, it was very interesting. It told the story of octoroons and quadroons in New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
and their relationship to the others in the community, and
Yes.
how Black folks had a hierarchy and had a class system just like anybody else,
Yes.
and how they maneuvered that, even being a class below. And I'm going to say class below because they didn't think of themselves
Yes.
as anything less than I'm the crap. You know what I'm saying?
True. Right.
Like,
Right.
so
Right.
it's a very, very interesting Aunt V, yeah, exactly. It's a very
Aunt
interesting
V.
film,
Yes.
and that was the first time I've ever seen Bianca Lawson in a film. And then she had a long break, and then she had whatever took her out of the industry for a long time. So it was really nice
It
to
was good to
see
see her.
her make her
Yeah.
comeback in Queen
Come back.
Sugar.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
For the longest,
And
I
uh,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
fi-
For the longest, I was just staring at her in Queen Sugar, like when you see somebody that you know, and like, I know this person. Where do I know this person
she
from?
was
And
so
I
familiar.
continue to do that without Googling, because I'm just like,
Uh,
I know this girl from somewhere. But anywho, figured it out, and I was just elated to see her, um, back on the scene.
exactly.
Yeah,
I thought it was very interesting, not to give too much of her backstory away, but I thought it was very that her first role back from, I don't say this in a negative light, but obscurity or just not working,
yeah,
was this role. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because she had some struggles, and I was like, whoa, this is the test of your metal kind of work that she's doing, and she's
yes,
really blowing it out the water. You know what I'm saying? She's
yes, she is.
really, really. I mean, I love Blue, of course. I love her character, and uh
Uh,
Kofi's character
yeah, we can
is
talk about
just
him all night, girl. I don't even. I
yeah.
don't want to get in trouble. Okay, let's move
Let's move on.
on.
But the the show itself is phenomenal. It's up for several awards. Each of those actors and actresses from the
Yes,
show have their spot, as far as nominations go. And it's just really tough. I love the fact that we have an award show, but it makes my heart hurt at the same time, because
because
I
there's so
love these
many.
shows. I love each of these shows for their own reasons, and I would definitely, hands down, give each of every one of these shows their flowers if I could. Like
Yes,
having
absolutely,
right, having Queen Sugar,
absolutely.
Ralph Angel, thank you. Having
Yes,
Queen
Ralph
Sugar
Angel.
and Abbott Elementary and um, Blackish all in the same category is like
It's wild to me.
maddening.
Okay.
Like,
It
why
is
would you do
absolutely absurd. Like, why would you do that? Why would you wreck our brains like that? If you
that?
guys have not, if you guys didn't even know about it, definitely go to the NAACP website so that you can vote for these categories for our Black entertainers, so that we can have an input on who wins. We want them all to win. But if you have a favorite, then go ahead and find your favorite on
I
the
have a
list.
favorite. I have a favorite, and I'll tell you why real quickly, very quickly.
Tell
Daniel
me why.
Deadweiler. You don't know this name, please learn it, know it, study this woman's face, because you're gonna see her. I have a feeling you're gonna see her a lot. She is
She's absolutely
phenomenal.
stunning.
Is
She's stunning.
phenomenal. She's
She's
gorgeous.
stunning.
She's
Now, is this the young lady from Chill?
yes. So
And
Danielle,
also, Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Scratch. So Danielle has two films that are up for nominations this year,
Please tell me you seen
and
From Scratch.
I have seen episode one. Sorry.
I'm done. I'm walking away.
No, please don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. No, come back, come back, come back. I can't do this without you.
I'm walking away,
No,
Brittany.
no.
And look, we're getting out of here. We have 10 more minutes, guys, but we just want Brittany.
Okay,
This weekend,
I'm
your
sorry.
homework is to watch From Scratch. You have to binge
It is.
watch it, okay?
But here's the thing. I have
Brittany,
to tell you what. I know it's
watch it.
good, but here's something special that I learned. This is gonna make me viewing it so much better. Do y'all know who this is?
Yes. Well, tell them.
Okay, so this is Locke. She's an actress who wrote a memoir, and from scratch is her life story. This
Yes.
is her life story. She's got a memoir by the same name, and I didn't know her in terms of being a writer or an author to have a movie or a show dedicated or about her life. I knew
Yeah.
her from the show Eureka.
Yeah.
Um, I
And I
knew.
didn't watch Eureka, but I
Oh,
know. Yeah.
well, I was a sci-fi head. I was a geeky kid who watched
Yeah.
shows about science. So
Yes.
forgive
I
me.
didn't watch
But I
Eureka.
knew her. I knew her from Eureka, and I also knew her from this movie way back, way back in the day called Unbowed. So now
Unbound?
I can Unbowed. It's a very old film. I think from the I want to say don't be give me the quoting. I think like
Okay,
late
no
eight,
worries.
late. 80s.
No worries.
But really good, but I had no idea. So now when I go and watch from scratch, I have a different perspective. I know I have something to tie the emotional. Now I'm going to literally take a box of tissue to watch this movie. I was afraid to watch it because
Girl,
hearing if you go watch that movie, you going to be bawling your eyes out. But
I
now
didn't
I will
believe I
gladly
didn't
go
believe
bawl
the
my eyes
people.
out.
I didn't believe
Right.
the people. It takes a lot, not a lot, because I am a crier. I'm definitely an emotional creature. But
Okay. Okay.
but I didn't believe the people. I didn't believe that it was
Hmm.
going to be a tearjerker. And you know, you just have to watch it and then
Okay.
we can talk. Okay? As of right
Okay.
now,
Okay.
I am not talking to you because you have not watched
I'm so forgive me, please, please forgive me. I
that.
It's not my fault. It's just scared me away. I ran. I really ran from watching it because I was afraid that I didn't want to sit there and cry. But before we go, because I know we're running late, I wanted to talk about the host for this year. So Anthony
Oh,
Anderson for the NAACP Awards will be hosting once again, and I didn't know
hey,
this. I'm going to say this? Did you know Anthony Anderson has hosted for the last, I think they said 10 years?
really?
Yeah. How about
No,
that? Yes.
no,
Yes, that I read that somewhere. Anthony Anderson has hosted the NAACP awards for the last 10 years, the last
no,
decade.
no,
Hey, I'm just reading off the internet, so it could be a lie,
no.
but
I'm
I'm just
gonna go. No, I'm gonna go back and look.
but that's amazing. Can
That
we
is
take a
absolutely
moment
amazing.
in this on this Black History Month and just, support this black man and look at this glow up. Like look at this glow up right here.
What in
Like
the world?
look at this
Look at
glow up.
Anthony and look at Anthony. Look
Look
at
at this
Anthony.
glow up. This brother right here has
Hey,
come
look
a
at this
long way.
man.
I
Look
am
at this
so proud of
man.
him. I'm very
I
excited for
absolutely
him.
am. And he's
I'm
from
interested in
Compton.
and
I love that
come on.
story. And he's from Compton. Let's get it straight. So
Absolutely.
happy and proud of him. Happy to be from the same town as him. And pursued his dreams, and he did exactly what he set out to do. And now we are seeing all of the seeds that he sown, and now we're seeing all the flowers bloom for him. And I'm so
Yeah.
happy for him. And I'm so Blackish is also on the list to be nominated for.
Several
All of
times
them are on
over.
the
Yes.
list for what I
Tracy,
see.
I believe he's on there.
Yes,
I think Marcy
Tracy Ellis
and
Ross,
yes, yes.
all of
The
them are on
show.
there. So once again, guys, we're going to end the show on this. Please go to the NAACP website. I don't know if they have two websites. They have a website for the voting, but I think if you type in NAACP
Yeah.
voting entertainment, then it'll come right up, and you just go ahead and vote. You don't have to register or anything like that. You just simply click on where it says vote, and then it gives you a
All,
list of
all you
your
gotta do
actors.
is you do
Go ahead.
you select your choices and then
Yeah.
you submit, then you
Then you
attach
move
your
on and go to
email.
the next category.
It's very
That's
simple.
it.
So please go and participate. Make sure you participate. Make sure you watch. Make sure you support. All of these folks who are being nominated are well deserved. And always remember, if you can't vote for the Grammys or the Emmys, you can for the
That's what
NAACP,
I'm talking about.
and you get to. Not that you want to, but you get to vote for
You
everybody
get to
black.
vote. Yes, you get to vote. Come on. Use
Right?
your voting skills and get on there and vote for our people. Let's do
Absolutely.
it. Next
All right.
thing you know,
We
you're gonna
have
be
we
voting.
have three.
You're gonna be voting for us.
I know you, and you better. You got three. We got 3 minutes left. We got 3 minutes left before we gotta officially get out of here. So I just want
Yeah.
to end it off as promised. I did want to shout this gentleman out. So we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. Oh my God!
Oh,
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. We're gonna go through it. I know somebody give me a call because I don't have any invites to no Super Bowl parties, and I am ready for a sub or a plate of hot wings or a link platter. I don't care what it is, but my phone is open. So do what you got to do. Anyway,
yes, yes,
let's really quickly talk about the Super Bowl lineup for this year. I know you all are very aware and very excited that this beautiful lady, excuse me, is going to be performing the halftime show.
yes.
Queen Ree is
Let's give it
gracing
up there.
us with her maternal to her newly maternal presence for the
Yes,
57th Super Bowl halftime show. Come on.
yes, yes,
2023, although it's
yes,
still janky, has turned out some really good things this year. I have to say
yes. Yeah, it has. And
that's amazing.
that's amazing.
The other queen that's going on, Missy Elliott and Jack Harlow, are going to be dropping their commercials this
Yeah.
upcoming Sunday, and
So
I
I've
heard it was
seen
like
a
a
little bit. I've seen a little
yeah.
bit of some of it, right? You know how they start
Okay.
dropping the commercials, a little
Yeah.
bit of the commercials. So I've seen a little bit of it. I think it's cute. I like it, and I like
Okay.
Jack Harlow too. And I'm a Missy Elliott fan. Love it, love
Well,
it,
I
love it, love
mean,
it, love it, love it.
we're gonna have to at some point talk about her look, like this
Oh,
new Missy. This is not
that
1999
we
Missy
don't
at
even have
all.
time. We only have a
We
minute left. We
don't.
don't even have
She,
time to talk about Missy
she. Come on,
and the glow up.
Missy. But to round it out, especially after talking about the commercial series, I had to shout
We
out
had
my
to.
good friend. We
Yes,
had to definitely.
yes,
We had to shout out my great friend Rufino Romero. Uh, this man has been on our show as a guest last season, and I can't say without like bursting my cheeks and smiling and
yes,
being so excited for him that our friend of each of us in the monologue room itself will be featured in a Super Bowl commercial. So please
Yes, let's give it up.
make sure you tune in. Congratulations. This is huge.
Congratulations, Mino.
It feels huge, but it doesn't at the same time, but it is huge. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
huge. It's a big deal.
So
It's a big deal.
I was going to play the commercial, but you get to see him. That's what he looks like in the commercial. So be on the lookout for it. If you
Yes,
can, screen record it or share it and say TMRLA said you would be on and we found you or whatever.
yes. Show
Tag
him
us.
some love.
Show him
Show
some
him some
love,
love.
Rufino Romero, or tag us and we'll make sure we forward it to him. But we are really excited that he's got this opportunity. The sky has always been the limit for him, but I feel like now,
It's a
I mean, so many eyes are going to be on him, and this
yes.
is going to be a launch pad for sure,
And
for
and
sure.
and Kevin Bacon, right, is
Yes,
he's actually, what do you call it? The
he's the
narrator?
narrator. He does the voiceover for the commercial,
Yeah.
so he's got a lot of stuff going for him. This is a big deal. This is a national Super Bowl commercial. You can't get bigger than that.
You
Like
can't
I
get
don't know
bigger than
what's
that.
bigger than that.
Right, but let me
No, I
say
mean,
this.
yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, unless you're like advertising for NASA. No, I was just kidding. No,
Right.
no.
But let me
Go
say
ahead.
this.
Uh,
As in closing out, I love, love, love to see the hands that we touch, the people that are coming on our show, whether it's a live show or our live podcast, that we are now
yeah,
seeing them. We're not taking any credit for anything. But
we
what
just
I'm saying is
made room for you to shine.
we just see them when we touch hands and agree with them, we start to see
Mhm.
things. But no, we love to see our people that have sat down with us, that have been in front of us, that have worked with us. We love to see you on the big screen television, the movies, commercials. We love to see you, and we are seeing all of them, from
Yes,
a lot of them. Let's just put it like
yes,
that. I've
yes.
seen a lot of people that have done our live shows on commercials and on shows. And I've seen people right now that have sat down with us on our podcast doing major films and also doing major series. And I am just so elated to say that you guys have sat down with the Monologue Room LA. And,
So
you know,
grateful.
yes,
So
we just love you.
grateful. Yeah.
Yes,
If there's anything I could be prouder of is just to say that at some point, in some way, we as a team encouraged or supported, really just supported these artists on their
yes,
journey to success and to
absolutely.
whatever their dreams are, whatever their, aspirations are. We were just like
Yes,
a little blip, even if it's just a
yes,
little
just a
blip.
little,
We were
just a
there.
little bit.
I can't ask for anything more. So, you
That's
know,
it.
I'm so excited. I'm so elated. I can't wait till we get to a point where we can start checking in with people and having them come back on and they tell us all
Yes,
the
me
great they've
too.
done with their
So
career.
excited.
And then making our way into the spaces where we get to talk to people who are doing things that you all are like never heard of yet or like are going to be
Yes,
looking to be interested in
correct.
hearing about. So I'm just so excited. This is
I'm excited.
big.
I'm
All
excited
right,
for our guests. I am. I'm
absolutely.
excited. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Okay. I
So
love you,
let's move
Britt.
into. Hey, I
We
love
gotta
you more.
go. We
We
gotta
gotta
go.
go. So let's move into our closing remarks to get the show wrapped up. Um, any final thoughts? Anything else you wanna chat about really quickly? Just put on everybody's mind for the next show.
No, I just want you to come and, communicate with us, drop us a line or two, answer a question, a trivia, and, and just, stay with us until we end. And share us, like us, comment,
Yes.
And
Yes.
we'll be here not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that,
Thursday
same
following.
time, 7:30 p.m. And invite your friends. We are here, and we will have industry tips, and we will have guests. So
Yes.
just look out
Yes.
for the guests. We're not
Keep
going to
on
tell
the
you
lookout for
when.
it.
Just look out for our guests. And thank you,
Absolutely.
Britt. I love you so much.
I
Thank you
love
for
you
putting
too.
up with me.
No, there's nothing to put up with. I want to spend more time with you.
Aw.
I just gotta check in and make sure I'm not doing too much. But I do wanna remind everybody, of course, we want you all to follow us at the Monologue Room LA on all social media platforms.
Yes.
That's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We even have a Twitter. I don't know
Yes.
if we be tweeting, but we have a
Yes,
Twitter.
we have a Twitter and we have TikTok.
And we have a TikTok now. Yay.
Yes,
So the content that you're going to be sending us, the stuff that you're going to be sharing with us to promote, that's where we'll start pushing it out to. So we're creating all of the platforms on all of the different social media apps that will benefit all of us. So
yes.
please, please, if you got it, share it.
One more thing. Do you
Yes,
think we
ma'am.
should do a poll to see if
Sure.
Thursday nights work?
Okay, yes. I don't mind doing a poll. We can definitely do a poll.
We'll do a poll for you guys and see what happens. Until
Yes.
next time, we
So
love
for
you.
Marina, follow her at Marina
Yes,
Monet.
follow me.
For Bud Peter, Mr. Sam Peoples, follow him at One Great Guy 10_31. You can follow
Yes,
me, Nicole MK underscore GM23. And of course, the Monologue Room LA on all social media. And I just want to say thank you for having us
tuning
come
in.
back. And
Yes,
yes, tuning in and sharing your comments. Thank you for participating. We want to keep it going. Hopefully you enjoyed at least a little bit of the show tonight.
but just a
We
little
went
bit.
we went long, but it's because we wanted to give you at least a little time to find us, get your popcorn. The
Yes,
shows won't be this long,
yes,
but I hope something came out of this, and you would not a doubt enjoy tonight's show. All right. So once
yes.
again, thank you. I love you, Marina. Thanks for hanging out with me on this
I
Thursday
love you
night.
too,
I'm
baby.
gonna give you a little more shoulder. I'm gonna give you a little more shoulder. I'm gonna do a little chair dance for you as we get out of here. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. And until next time, this has been the Monologue Room LA live
LA.
podcast. I love you all. Good night.
Peace.